All right. Let's see. Let's try this music. All right. So just a little bit more work being done here. So. All right. So I basically want to create these props here. I like very specific names. All right, so I've got this. Gotta get my green screen dialed in here. That'll be all right for now. All right. So I want to add a new file for use delegated remote. Okay, so I've got a remote logger and a remote error boundary. So what are the two responsibilities that are going to be? One's going to be capturing and reacting to errors and setting errors and all that kind of fun stuff. And one's basically going to be passive but log the errors. So I think I have... Yeah, I need to effectively do this. Oh. I've already got this here. Might as well just steal. And update it. All right, so effectively... and the fallback will be null. All right. So effectively that. But if the fallback is null, I'm going to want to do something else. Let's see, const. Actually, you know what? I wonder if null will actually work here. That'll do for now. I should be able to just render a fragment. Doesn't matter. Empty fragment. So that fallback can be essentially, optional. Obviously, there'll be... I should probably actually build a component for this. Something that just basically says, hey, this remote failed to load. Here's why. That kind of fun stuff. Which I'll have to get that information from the event. So if I look at the logger, or when I'm dispatching the event, I'll have an empty object called detail. I'm probably going to want to type this. Yeah. Let's see here. Remote event details. What did I do? So just called detail. What I got here? Is it the remote full name? Do I want to... Oh yeah. So the remote full name has everything in it, which all of the URL encoding and all that kind of fun stuff. So scope, it's got the module, it's got the URL, and it's got the remote file name. So that'll basically give us everything. So I don't have to be very descriptive here. So I can do some fun stuff here. I wonder if I can just like, and you know what? I can define this one time. Const and just simplify this a little bit. Because I'm probably gonna, hey, what is it doing now? Probably gonna be reusing this and making it a heck of a lot more verbose. But, this is a good start. I essentially want to know, hey, what am I trying to log here? Yeah, I'll get to that. That is not what I wanted to do. So this returns a promise. I thought it was a promise of type T. It doesn't seem to be. So I'm going to work through that as well. And I might move this into a utility class just so it's out of here. Because I have a feeling I'm going to use this a bunch of times. Yeah. I'm definitely going to use it a bunch of times. I want to get rid of all this stuff and do it a little nicer using the Webpack API. We'll see. That'll be good enough for now, though. All right, so the error boundary is basically going to say, like, hey, if I have an error, I want to render the fallback. Otherwise, don't. I'd like to be able to create these error boundaries to, like, really react to specific remotes as opposed to all remotes. But if you supply no scope. All right, so let me think that through. So scope string. So if I were to check to say, hey, only throw an error boundary, like do the fallback only if I get the remote failed to import, but it's only a specific scope. But if it's null, ignore that check. That way I could have one error boundary that handles all remotes, but I could also handle them differently. So like if I had a remote that was an entire page and it fails, hey, I want to handle that. I want to throw a 500 error, like some kind of SVG and some, vague messaging. But if it's like a remote that's, some survey widget or something like that, and it fails to load, I just want to show like an empty fragment. I don't want to do anything special for it. So I'll probably think through that, because that'll be nice, because I'd like to be able to handle them like globally or just like specific ones. There's also let me like tier it out so I can kind of like handle things differently. I'm not sure if I want to do my own suspense I might do my own suspense if it's specific to a remote, so that I can cut down on. Okay, so here's the example. If I have a page and I'm pulling in a remote, or I'm composing the page from a bunch of remotes, if I wrap the page in a suspense, is that suspense going to resolve once the first remote is loaded? Or is that suspense going to wait for all remotes or all of those lazies to finish? If it's the first one, I have a problem. If it's the second one, I have a smaller problem where I'll want to effectively... I may want to have loaders and skeletons and stuff different based on their the remote. So like back to that page, I might want to render a skeleton component that like mirrors the remote page, so it kind of looks like it's part of the remote, but it's really the host doing that work. But for that like survey widget example, I probably don't want a loader. I just want it to be like, it either is going to pop up on the corner and be like a little bubble you can click, or it's just not there. I don't want the user to be aware that this tangential thing failed to load. So I'm going to have to think through this a little bit. I think that's like I think those are good kind of quality of life additions, so that when folks adopt this framework or adopt Module Federation, they have to do less work to make it seamless and feel good. Let's see here. Hey, if I could just get used to this keyboard, that'd be wonderful. Boo. It's good music. Hey. Okay. Listener, this window. Oh, you know what I'm gonna have to do is... I know what I'm gonna have to do. I'll have to type that event. Right, so this will be or device gamepad. Pfft, get out of here. It's an event. I don't care about this. Can I just like get away with, hey, you don't care? All right, I'll figure it out. It's been so long since I've used this event listener, but yeah, okay. I don't have a ton of time tonight. All right, which I'm gonna have to do that in the logger as well. Pretty much almost done. This logger hook, so I can basically say, hey, here's the events I want you to care about. Go do these things. If I'm just gonna be passing through a logger, it may... This might be... I'm just writing code for them. It's not really anything valuable. So I might need to really rethink this logger. Like, what is it actually going to do for the user? Like, how's it going to help them? Hey, look. That crabfish thing worked. All right. Oh, this thing. One sec. All right. All right. All right. Let's see. All right. So this is the event listener. So I'm looking for a specific type. This is the function with the listener. Oh my gosh, come on. All right, I haven't looked at this object in about a million years. So E, just event. And then I just need to check if it's a custom event is all. I mean, if it's that easy, we'll see. It's been a hot minute. Oh. Yeah, I thought that was the syntax. Yeah. Huh. That might be easy enough. Oh, I do like that. I will have to consider that. Okay. And right now, I don't really care. I could create my own event called like remote event and extend custom event and give it like types and stuff like that, but I don't have enough time to really dig into that, and I don't want to stop halfway. Alright, that's fine how it is. Alright, so this guy here, get rid of some of this stuff. So you know, I'm just gonna do this. And I'm gonna deal with you later. Because this doesn't... This logic down here doesn't quite work yet. Oh, yeah, that doesn't... Oh, yeah, because I'm in my library, not the one that does all the things for me. Cool. Yeah, okay, so getting started, using hooks, all this fun stuff. Alright. Yeah, I need RS Pack to support Module Federation, something fierce. It's really annoying that it doesn't, because I'd like to really cross this bridge. I also want to change all these. Yeah. Okay, so this might be a heavy-handed approach here. One of the things is I want to give like the minimum required to do this. So I also want to like convert this to Rust. I don't want to use like a TS loader. I want to use SWC's stuff so I can remove this dependency. And it'll just, you know, work, which would be super nice. I think I can get rid of the polyfill plugin as well if I do that, which is like one less library and one less complexity. And get rid of all kinds of fun crap here. HTML Webpack plugin, I use that to pull index. Also should use it to like pull the fave icon as well. But, you know, one thing at a time. Alright, so I've never done it myself. So let's see here. Do we still have to use the SWC loader? Even if so, I'd rather... Yeah, I'll definitely be moving over to SWC loader. Alright, so let's see. What is this guy? Why am I not in dark mode? Silly. Yeah, I want to do the content hashing too. Ugh. I gotta set the mode. I want to do the content hashes. Yeah. I wonder if I've got that somewhere. I wonder if I've got that and I could just like snag it real quick so I don't have to write it. Hey, look, I do have the content hashes stuff in here, which that'll be nice to just have. Those output. Personally, like, I prefer the content hashes. Oh, yeah. So the content hashes are nice. Did I have to do the content hashes down here? Chunks. Main. I don't remember what that does. I need to look that up. See, doing the headers for access control in the dev server. Like, this is all good stuff that helps. Yeah. So much magic, but I just, you know, I'll eventually get around to like making it all completely configurable so you could reset the headers and all that fun stuff. So, see, all this is super easy stuff. Oh, wonderful. Good job, Chris. Got, yeah, okay. What I want to see is, yeah, what is this chunk's main thing? I don't think I need that at all. If I have it in my other one, I'll be pretty surprised. Yeah, okay. Our Lord. Switching between. Alright, get the assets in there. Public path, auto extensions. Set your own aliases, that'll be important. Mode development. Now I'll be setting that what was I doing? Yeah, test. Oh yeah, I need like excludes. Oh, I already have that. Yeah, that's fine. So I need to determine if I am going to return this guy. How do I want to handle this? So I'm going to return this. So effectively, I need to do this and kind of simplify. I'm just going to duplicate it for now, like a really lazy, terrible engineer, because I just don't really want to fight this right at the moment. Oh, I kind of want to pull a lot of this stuff out too, up into here, so it's a little easier. We'll trade projects. Let's see here. Okay. There it is. All right. So all right, this will be fine for now. All right, semi-constant, so I can reuse this all over the place. At least consistently. I've got my remote configs, remote details. Talked to Zach about this today, which this would be just freaking awesome. I'd love to be able to have the types in here. I like mock out the Webpack types for actually using the Webpack API, which I think he said something like window.remotes or something. I'm gonna play with that real quick. It's super not in a good state to play with, but hey. Yeah, we're not in a good state yet. So if I do window.remotes, yeah, okay. So is there a new API that I'm way behind on? I'm way behind on this. It just, I haven't had a need to like update it, so like I don't really necessarily care. 84, holy crap. That might be might be a tad out of date. I don't remember the whole thing. I thought it was 84.1, but yeah, okay, cool. At least I was. Let's see what Webpack CLI is, just because I'm just a little behind. It's 5.1.1. Whatever, sure, it's fine. And then dev server. I don't really need to update that, like, at all. Do your thing. Do your thing, boy. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I gotta work about that. Alright. Yeah. I did. Okay, cool. You need a single tick there, Chris. Stop trying to help me. Alright, so it's a promise. I'm already fulfilled. Here's my application. All the fun things. I need more details, but this will have to be fine. All right, that'll be all right for now. Fix that later. All right, the other thing I want to do is I wanted to do some hooks for dynamic remotes and some utilities for dynamic remotes, just so that like they're a little bit easier to work with. I mean, and this could use some work too. Right? Like, not all of this is necessary. So if I wanted to do this, actually, you know what? Guess I could demonstrate that. So like you wouldn't need any of this if you were in JSX. You would just give it the remote information. All right, one of the things I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of this. If I do that, it's remote entry, not remote.js. So I'll need to update my example and just kind of move it over. Although I don't like the remote entry, but whatever, who cares? I mean, like, what else would it be? But, you know. Also, I don't like that it's, like, capped. I like remote.js. Do I have any defaults here? All right, you know what? I'm not giving it a name. That's kind of silly. I should probably just remember that syntax. Right? It's a file name. Yeah, lowercase n. Okay. For some reason, that always trips me up. This is so gross. Yeah. Remote events. This should be remote and event type. Just cause that would be silly. Hmm. Oh, I think I have to do it like that, technically, but... Oh, I don't remember what the syntax is. Hey, it looks like I've looked it up before. Oh, yeah, type whatever equals and. Yeah, I hate that syntax. Oh, this is way nice. Just set an interface that extends it. All right, that's, yeah. That's the syntax I was looking for. All right, so I'll have to, fill this in. Remote log. All right, let's see here. And then I'll be able to do all this stuff and do a type and check it all out. Oh, because it's an interface. Alright. Alright, well then I'll do it like this. I'm creating a new one. Actually decided I want to do it like this. Remote custom event. Just like that better. It is what it is. Alright, so, setting this new thing. I wonder if that's going to be a problem. You know what? I wonder if I should think about this before I actually walk down this road. Because, I can merely just extend... the only thing that I really care about is the event detail. That's really the only thing I really care about. I actually do want this. Scope. Module. I don't want people to have to parse this out. Real. Call this namespace. Might as well just be verbose. Here you go. Knock yourself out. Here's all the details and then this thing. You having a problem, me? Oh, do I need the details on it? I think I might need the details. Has no. Alright. What needs to be true? No detail. I bet you I just need detail. Yep, that's all I'm missing. Okay, so do I just want to call this detail? And just be like, hey, don't worry about it, dog. Just call it. Cross that bridge later. Getting kind of lazy, but hey. All right, let's reread this. Handle this yourself, as to avoid reactor overlay from capturing the error. Because we will handle this in our boundary, logs, and events. I don't know if I'm going back and forth on this, because what if I want them to be able to handle themselves, like within the promise? And then also, Next.js has their own fallback built into Next Dynamic. Handling this myself. You know what? I'm going to override myself. Screw that. I don't want to. Yeah. I might make this a function and put it in the utility. Others may need this. I'm probably going to need it in the... I'm probably going to need this or a variation of this in my delegated remotes too. And it might be a useful utility to properly format your remotes for eager loading too. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna have to think this through. Is this music too loud? Let's try it out. Seems to be fine. Oh. I will be getting off in 10 minutes. All right. So there's my refile. All right. So new file. Get this, move you in there, and say I need string module string URL string emote tree file name string, and then I can do this guy. Yeah. Cool. I like arrow functions. Screw using the function keyword. That's really dumb. All right. So I can use this all over the place. I'm going to be using this all over the place. No time better than now. Start breaking some of this out. For a remote module. Yep. And this is exactly what I will be using. All over the place. So let me get rid of you. And I actually only do it in one place. Hey, help me out here. Oh, actually, yeah. Why is this? Oh. It's never gonna be null, so this is fine. Why are you having a fit? It's possible to undefined. Yeah. Yeah. Should I handle it here? Or should I handle that null check with default here? Because it's going to be reused, will I have null checks in multiple places or should I handle it in one? That's kind of what I'm going through in my head. Thinking that I should do this in the utility and just call it a day. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I think I'm gonna do. Oops. And then I'll do my check here. You should be happy. Oh, I don't know, like refactor all of this stuff quite yet. Just as I think through things, things are starting to make a little bit more sense for me. So use them there. Some redundancy I can clean up. That'll be fine. So this guy here, and I'll check for null. Can I just do this? Remote name. I just be like, hey, look, if you don't pass one through, we'll supply one for you. I'll have to test this all out, make sure that the reference isn't getting overwritten and all that kind of fun stuff. But hey, might have to destructure it a little bit. Yeah, whatever. Or I could just inline it right here, but that'll be gross. Yeah, you know what? This is bothering me. Just do it like this. Call it a day. Okay. So this guy I'm going to reuse all over the place. So it's nice to kind of have it in there, and this kind of just gets a little simpler. I want to replace this and replace this. All this fun stuff. How long have I been recording? All right, about 4 minutes left. There's a lot of things that I can do in Constant, especially as I work through this. This container name. Yeah. The nice thing about this is I want folks to be able to, like, every piece of configuration or magic string, I want there to be a constant for it, so that if folks are going to write logic that says, like, hey, if it's one thing or another, I want them to be able to use that enum. So if I were to change it from container to like host, that it all works. And if they update a version, everything it works without having to, all right, well, you updated your version, it's now host, go change all your things. That sounds really, really silly. So I don't want to, yeah. So content hash, name, content hash, query, got it. Auto, cool, got it. The dev mode's going to be, yeah, what did I do? I did a couple different things. I had one that like eval'd. I was like, hey, you know what? Let me see this guy. Did I do it here too? I think I did it here too. Hey, stop trying to do things. I just coded to development. That's pretty silly. Oh, well, that's just my test repository anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Alright. I'm making some pretty good progress around this. Still got a lot of little pieces that I want to do. And I want my initial release to... I mean, I know I can roll it out partial and, you know, work on it and iterate. But I really just want this first step out the door to be pretty decent. You know, put the best foot forward. So I got to do some learning on the delegated remotes. We'll see how that works. I'm gonna make this super duper strict, and yeah, this is gonna be real strict because there's like the shared initialize issue when you use dynamic remotes. Still, it's a great feature, but I just want to protect folks from themselves. Get rid of this guy. God, I should probably fix this. Let's see here. Alright, so it's time to do this. Should I set these in this object now? Go to definition. So, can I do TypeScript type with default types? Yeah, I know you can't do it to defaults. You can't default them unless they're a parameter. You can default value parameters, but you cannot default type properties on a type. So is there a way around that, I wonder? You know what? Let's look it up real fast. I don't really care about that. Okay, so TypeScript default type value. Oh, using classes and stuff. Yeah. Protected and private and stuff like that. I don't want to go down that route. I mean, it makes sense. Like, logically, from a computer science standpoint, it's a class with a structure and default values. I get it. I just don't want to do classes. Yeah, this is silly. I'm not doing that. We will have to see how this goes. Anyways, I've been on for an hour. Thanks for watching.